St. Joseph's College for Women, Autonomous, Vishakhapatnam. Welcome to St. Joseph's Open Web-based learning platform, So E-Learn, for a soulful and enriching e-learning experience. Myself, Mrs. K. Vasanta Sarosh Kumari, Assistant Professor in the Department of Economics, St. Joseph's College for Women, Autonomous, Vishakhapatnam. Concepts of economics, microeconomics. In this presentation, we will explore the fundamental concepts that underpin economic theory with a specific focus on microeconomics. We will begin by examining the traditional division of economics into consumption, production, distribution, exchange, and public finance. We will then study into the modern approach, which splits economics into two key branches, microeconomics and macroeconomics. We will define microeconomics, explore its scope, and discuss its importance in understanding how individual economic units make decisions and how markets functions. Introduction. Professor Ragnar Frisch of Oslo University was the first person to develop micro and macro concepts in the year 1933. Microeconomics studies the behavior of individual units, whereas macroeconomics is the study of aggregates. Now, let us examine the scope and importance of microeconomics. Microeconomics. The term microeconomics is derived from the Greek word micros, which means a small. It focuses on individual decision-making units. Here we study the behavior of individual units such as household, firms, industries. For example, it studies how an individual tries to get maximum satisfaction with his limited income, or how a particular firm maximizes its profit. Thus, microeconomics is the study of economic actions of individuals or group of individuals. Defining microeconomics. The theory of small. Microeconomics focus on individual units, partial analysis, decision making. These points explain microeconomic study into the specific behavior of economic actors such as consumers, workers, and firms to explain how limited resources are allocated. The field addresses how these individual decisions ultimately impact the larger economic system. Microeconomic analysis often employs models and theories to simplify complex interactions. Scope of microeconomics. What does it cover? The theory of product pricing, theory of factor pricing, theory of welfare, these three major fields covered by microeconomics. The theory of product pricing explores how supply and demand forces interact to determine the prices of goods and services. The theory of factor pricing investigates how the prices of input used in production are determined. Finally, the theory of welfare analyzes how resources can be allocated to maximize social well-being. Microeconomics as a price theory. Understanding market signals. Microeconomics also used to call as a price theory because it places great emphasis on understanding how prices are formed in both product and factor market. Prices act as signals, guiding resource allocation by indicating the relative scarcity and value of different goods, services, and inputs. Efficient resource allocation is a key focus of microeconomic analysis. Importance of microeconomics, applications in the real world. Microeconomics provide the basis for understanding the operations of the economy as a whole. In order to understand problem of the economy, it is necessary to study the problem of individual units. It is useful to the government for efficient use of scarce resources to achieve growth and steady. It has numerous practical applications. It helps us to understand how free market functions, providing insights into the allocation of resources. The government uses microeconomic principles to design policies that promote efficiency and economic stability. The fields inform discussions on how to maximize social welfare and provides tools for analyzing international trade and exchange rates. Microeconomics and taxation, understanding the burden. Microeconomics provides an analytical tools for evaluating the economic policies of the government. For example, if the government wants to impose new taxes, it can make necessary changes in it by knowing the reaction of the people regarding the new taxes through this analysis. Similarly, it is essential for understanding how the burden of a commodity tax is distributed among the producers, sellers, and consumers. By analyzing supply and demand elasticities, economists can determine the extent to which each group bears the cost of the tax. This analysis is crucial for designing equitable and efficient tax policies. Microeconomic models, approximations of reality. Microeconomic models are, by necessity, simplification of the real world. While they may not capture every detail, they provide a framework for understanding key economic relationships and making predictions. Studying these models helps to develop analytical skills and provide a common language for economists to communicate and analyze complex issues. Key takeaways, microeconomic insights. Microeconomics provides a powerful framework for understanding how individual decisions, market forces, and government policies interact to shape economic outcomes. The key takeaways are that individual choices matter, market plays a crucial role in resource allocation, and economic theory can inform policy decisions to improve social welfare. Further exploration of microeconomics. To deepen your understanding of microeconomics, consider enrolling in advanced courses that cover topics such as game theory, information economics, and behavioral economics. Explore current research in the field by reading academic journals and publications. Finally, apply microeconomic principles to analyze real-world problems and develop solutions to economic challenges. Thank you.